Well, hi guys, this is Jim with the Farm of Plenty. Say, over the past several weeks, in fact, during the last season too, we had quite a few requests from members, obviously for recipes, which we've been including weekly with your shares, but also the possibility of creating some videos of what to do with some of the food that you get. So really what we're going to do here is you're going to be getting a lot of greens, obviously, with your spring shares and the early summer shares. So I'm just going to show you how to prepare a quick, very healthy salad using some of the things that are in your CSA box. So the first thing is looking at this head lettuce. You've probably heard before that you shouldn't necessarily cut lettuce with a knife because it browns quickly. But if you're going to be using it rather quickly, it's a good way just to chop it up real quick. And then as you're preparing it, it will not brown as long as you're going to be using it rather quickly. If you're going to be putting it in a container and serving it up to a few hours later, you could cut a lemon and sprinkle some lemon juice over it. That'll help it from browning. Or you can just simply tear it, obviously. Now, also in your shares, you found last week and possibly this week is some Bok Choy, or another name for it is Bok Choy. It's a traditional Chinese green vegetable that's been around for thousands of years, and there's many ways to prepare it. I like to eat it raw sometimes. It has a little bit of a bitter flavor when eaten raw. So what I like to do is just use a portion of it and add it to my salads, and that way the salad actually kind of hides some of the taste of it. Another great way to prepare it is by taking it, cutting it in half, brushing it with olive oil, and then cooking it rather quickly on your grill, and then chopping it up and putting it on your salads. You can also put it into soups. Steaming it is also very, very good. So I'm just going to use about half of this here and prepare it the same way I did the salad. Just chop it really quickly. Now there's Bok Choy and Bok Choy, they're really the same things, pronounced a little bit differently depending upon which variety of the vegetable you get, but they taste about the same and have the same nutrient profile, which is very, very hearty. And again, we try to grow only heirloom produce at the farm, which means seeds are the original seeds from 100 years ago, if not hundreds of years ago, before they've had a chance to have been hybridized or GMO, genetically modified type crops. Here's some simple green onions that you had in your shares. I'm just going to dice those up real quick. Now, the other things that I like to do when I'm preparing a salad is oftentimes when people prepare salads, they can put all their veggies on there, like broccoli, for example, which is in your shares, or later on in the summer you'll see cauliflower, and then they drench it with dressing, which kind of at times will ruin really the overall nutrient benefit of the salad, because oftentimes salad dressings have high fructose corn syrup, which isn't good for you. They're loaded with sugar. If you're lucky, they're loaded with sugar. A lot of them use vegetable oil or soybean oil as their base, which again isn't necessarily that good for you. So a nice simple recipe that you can use is one, just by putting some organic olive oil, sprinkle that on. Omega-9 fats are incredibly important for your overall health, and olive oil is by far the best source of those, especially unheated olive oil. Something really good to put on there too, very tasty, is a balsamic vinegar. We use the stuff from Napa Valley. And some of these things we're going to be having available on our online store through the website sometime here soon. So keep an eye in the online store, because what you can do is add things like this, for example, hopefully in the future, to your weekly shares. You can almost use it like a supermarket, for example, and we'll just add it to your share that week. I also am going to add some Celtic sea salt. Now, salt has a kind of a bad rap, and I would agree if it's commercially made salt, but actually sea salt is very, very good for you. It has a lot of trace minerals in it. I'm also going to use some fresh ground pepper. This is from Frontier, which is our organic manufacturer, and this is black pepper infused with garlic. And then what I like to do too, I like to combine salt and sweet, so I'll put some raisins on here. Some organic raisins give a little bit of sweetness. And I also like getting a little bit of protein in there too, so I'm just going to add some mixed nuts. Now you can get the best type of nuts typically is raw. So I have a combination here of some raw almonds as well as some roasted almonds, sesame seeds, as well as cashews. And there you go, a salad that takes probably 2 to 3 minutes to make, and it's incredibly healthy for you. So until next time, enjoy.